What's going on, guys? Matty Day Trades here, back at it again with another watch list. Honestly, a lot of names here. I'm trying to pick and choose which ones, I'm really gonna focus on. So list might be a little long. Airbnb here, top of the list. Travel, recession. Nobody should be traveling. I don't know, but anyways, it's kind of there's I guess a larger box realistic would be 104.20 to 92.50. You can obviously see, I guess I should have had it set up something like this. Something like this. So basically 104.92. 97 is that threshold. We have our lows. So basically, we had our major breakdown. This was one retest area. We kind of just ripped through. So here's our, threshold retest area. So basically, all I'm doing really is going to look to short this name. A nice rising wedge on the 4 hour right into some pretty decent supply here. So, I mean, if you were long bias, just play that. I just wouldn't, honestly. I don't know. You play the breakout here, 90.20 Friday's high. You kind of run into major head height at like 99. 99 can give you 100, but again, I'm more short biased where honestly, if you could play Friday's low 96.24 trigger, yeah, it's early entry. You could wait till this rising wedge breaks, and then again, you need this 92.50 to break down to kind of go see those lows. But I'll probably, I'm a DGen animal. I'm bearish. I think I'd look to short under that 96.24, risking trend in 92.50. Again, Airbnb kind of just goes and doesn't look back. So I'd rather get in a little earlier, not miss the move, less size. That's how I like to roll. 92.50, this thing can really send 90.56, 88.75, and then those prior lows, 86.70. Um, Snow is another name here. It also crappy really rising wedges I've become very fond of in this bear market just because the rip ups retest is kind of where everyone's been getting killed. But anyways, Snow here. Clearly, this 150, 152 level has been an absolute dog. We've never retested this 172, 165 breakdown level, so we finally got that. Um, it did in terms of structure, it was nice. We broke out, retested, broke our high, put in a new high. Um, so if you're long, I'm sorry. If you're a long buy, same thing. Play Friday's highs. Again, you got serious head height at like 171, so definitely be careful there. But if 171 goes, this thing flies again. I'm not bullish at all, but to each your own. I'm playing on Snow. I'll wait for trend right at that 152 breakdown. 152 essentially. We'll go smaller time frames here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But under 152, it's kind of pretty thin price action down to 147. Under 147, it's kind of, again, the same thing. These levels are, Snow, I don't know if you guys play it. It's respectively just, it's straight up, straight down, but it respects levels. So under 152, this thing should zipper down 147, 141. 147 gives you trend breakdown, which is, that'll be beautiful to see that 140, 141 level. Nice breakdown, retest. Now let's go ahead down, test some new lows. I mean, obviously chips, some ER, TSM, ER, AMD is going to have some eyes. It's broken down, retesting. Friday's high is some nice demand at 80.70, but I would just go short here under 77. Really looking down for 75, but like I said, TSM sets the tone. Nvidia's kind of got the same vibe to it where it broke down. Um, 160 was the level, then the prior low, 153. So broke down, never retested, saw 140, pretty major breakdown. Now it's retesting, and 2 daily candles here having a little bit of struggle. So I think we could see a nice breakdown incoming. And again, it's like all the chip charts. I mean, TSM's like the most disturbing, but these guys are all hurting big time. So Just watch those. Not really on my watch list. Coin, and it's kind of like the chips. I think those big mega bounces we just saw were pretty good gifts for short side. Coins in a descending triangle here, running into some serious supply. If it breaks out, it can go crazy. But Bitcoin's having a hard time over 20. I don't. Let's see really how we would play this. You can see I would just play it something like this where the cluster over here, if I was going off that, it would be something like that. But again, that prior high, right? So just mark your prior high. That's what my call entry would be. And honestly, this is kind of a box here. So 63, this thing runs pretty quick to 70, over 70, sees fireworks to 75, structure change, or reject 63.70, which I think is the case. We could see a move down 57.80, 51.52. Yeah, you can see here, it's last time we rejected this level, we saw 44. So 63 rejects, already a $3 rejection. You can see PA is real thin in this area. So, just trend breakdown, boom, trend breakdown, boom. You know, um, Another one, I know it sucks. Everyone's looking at it, but I do, you look at Meta weekly. Uh, I mean, this first candle is just 172, 160, second candle 171, 154, third candle 171, 154, the fifth candle 171, 157, right? This thing is kind of boxing out here. I know it's on everyone's radar. To the upside, you have gaps. You have real thin PA to 185. I don't think this thing's going anywhere near there. But to the downside, right? First time, 172 rejected. We put in a new low, 154. Second time, rejected. We put in a low, 154.77. Really interested to see this third time. We're actually already in risky swings. If you're not, play the low breakdown there at 168. 168 gives. You have to get through 165. Under 165, 163.70, 160, etc. But the daily is really just that 171, 160. So, three times the more you throw that rock, if you don't break it, you're going to fall hard, right? Um, Another one too, it might be a little too late looking at futures, but PDD, we entered this one Friday. Nice weekly reject under 60.88. This thing can see 50 pretty fast. And you look at price action, this was straight up. Now we're boxing from 60 to 52. Got our close right under our level. I'd love to see 52 this week. I'm sorry. There is so many names. Unity weekly box. You guys know I love this shit. 47.35. Um, and again, for me, I'm just shorting. 47 comes, I'm shorting. As you can see here, Unity needs under 44. 44 gives 42, under 42. We could have some fun with this at 40. 40 is, right around trend breakdown. You see 35. Do we break 35 and go put in some new lows? I don't know. But again, 47 rejects. You see 31.80. 47 rejects. You see 36. So 47 rejects. I want at least 36, right around there, right? Um, Cyber, crowd went crazy. Crowd looks like it wants 200, but ZS is more enticing. I don't like shorting ZS or crowd, honestly. It's more long side. So basically 172. This thing's a green light to fucking 190. Look at PA. Like, it 170, what did I say? 172, 176, and just a missile up to 185. Like, to the downside, like I said, I don't really like shorting it, but if you did, 162 gives you a clean shot at 157.30. Under 157.30, you might get caught around trend at 150. And then trend breaks down, ZS can really leak. Like I said, there's so many names I like. SQ is another one setting up beautifully here. Bear flag breakdown, bear flag breakdown. PayPal, buy now, pay later BS with, just macros. What's going on? No one's going to be able to pay later, right? So SQ, it's getting tight here, a little bear pennant. I would just be safe and wait for 65 breakdown. Under 65, we should go meet trend somewhere at 61, 62. Under that, 59.70 has been pretty violent. They stopped out here once 56 and ripped us all the way to 72. Second time they stopped us right at that 59.70 and ripped us to 69, right? So hopefully this third time, we'll break structure and put in a new low. Right now it's, quote unquote squeezing. We're putting in lower highs, higher lows. But for me, I guess, 70, you need that prior high, 71.80. Over 71.80, this thing can move 74, 76. But I'm playing puts under 65, looking for, 62. If that 62 breaks down, we're going to meet this 59.70 level again. And again, that's the reactancy level. Like, for this thing to really be rocking and rolling, we need 56 to break down and hold, right? Um, Airbnb, Snow, AMD Coin, Meta. I feel like I set you guys up with some decent names there. Like I said, there is a plethora of names I want to attack, but um, I don't want to. I don't want to just run a bunch of names on us here. That's just silly. Another one too. BA. This thing clearly 142 is bad, huh? I'm sorry. Holy crap. 142 has been a big level here, and it's just kind of consolidating. We had one major breakdown. Now we're just, leveling out here. Um, Moderna went on that crazy run, um, looking for this thing to get, it created an imbalance back to 152. Just have it on your radar for sure. Look at the weekly. I mean, even like my PA, right? 152, 60 breaks out. What happens? Well, the first time this thing went to 180, right? When it broke down, it went to 120, right? So we know this thing's pretty reactant. It broke it and ran 20, $25, right? But like I said, I mean, this thing needs to pull back 166, 152. I definitely actually, I don't want to give a bunch of names here, but short side on this thing looks great. But God, there's so many names. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out of here. I hope you enjoyed. Let's bank. Let's keep watch. Let's try to understand, what I'm saying, levels, learn from it. Right? Market's closed. All right, let's see. Check up on Maddie's levels. How are they doing? How are my levels? But all right, guys, let's bank this weekend. Take it easy. Let's get it.